Yo, what's poppin', people? Your boy Snacks is back in the building with another banger. And you know how we do. Before we get started, we got to do what we do and give a shout out to you, the people, for taking the time out to watch this video. But while you're here, make sure you do us a solid and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to turn your post notification bell on so you'll know when your boy is going live or dropping this heat. And you know, we cannot start a video without giving a shout out to the ladies of the CU1Ts. What's up, Auntie? How y'all doing out there? You know what I'm talking about? So when you see them in my chat or you see them in the comment section, make sure you do your boy a solid and say what's up to the aunties because they always in the house. Uncles, we know y'all in the building. Just make sure you pay your respect to the aunties because it's always ladies first over here. You know what I'm talking about? But let's get into the business. The business is Colorado and how this team is shaped up and what's to come. Colorado is set and ready to start the 2025 season, but it's not the Colorado team you think it is. It ain't those regular players. It ain't that Shedeur and Travis led team. It's a different team with a different mindset. They ready to get down. We're going to talk about it. I'm going to tell you what's to come. I'm going to tell you who's behind it. I'm also going to tell you what they're going to do. Y'all ready to get out? Let's go. Now, the Colorado Buffaloes is getting ready to start the 2025 season, but we ain't got into it. We ain't even talked about it. So let's do this. Let's talk about Colorado football. The Bucks are back, and this season is a whole new era. No Sanders, no Travis Hunter, the superstar receiver room. Going to the NFL. Last year they finished 9-4, dropped the bowl game to BYU, and now the question is, who's next? Who steps up to keep Coach Prime's train rolling? I don't know. Who is it going to be? Let's talk about it. Let's break it down. That quarterback room. First, there's Caden Salter. The redshirt senior transfer, cool under pressure, experienced, but right behind him is a five-star freshman, Julian Lewis, breathing down his neck. The QB battle is going to be spicy, and the main man guiding them, offensive coordinator Pat Shermer. With 20-plus years in the NFL as a head coach and a play caller, Salter and Lewis have basically got a walking NFL playbook in their ear. Now, you talking about scary for defenses. That right there, that's scary. But we ain't stopping right there. We got wide receivers and they deep. So what about the wide receiver room? This room loaded. Amarion Miller, ready to be wide receiver one. Transfers, Sincere Brown, Joseph Williams, Hakeem Williams, bring speed, size, toughness. Young guys like Cornell Farrakhan Jr. and Quentin Gibson are ready to explode onto the scene. Plus, the returners like Draylon Miller and Isaiah Hodge give the depth. And who's molding all this talent? Jason Phillips, the wide receivers coach. He's been sharpening these guys for years, and now he's got a stable of weapons that turn into nightmares for the secondaries that they face all season long. But they still ain't through. Y'all think they fell short because they lost their two premier talents and their whole wide receiver core. No, they just restacked and reloaded. But let's move it over to this offensive line and some of these tight ends. We got to give some love to the big boys anchoring this offensive line. Sophomore, preseason All-American, Jordan Seed. Around him is transfers like Xavier Hill, Tyron McGill, Xylon Chrysler, Larry Johnson III. Now that's beef. That's power. And they being brought up and coached by Gunnar White, the one of Coach Prime's most loyal soldiers from Jackson State, Prime's right-hand man, and Andre Garrard. You can't forget about the big man that's also coaching this offensive line. Andre Garrard, a former NFL All-Pro. When your offensive line is learning from a guy who snapped the ball in the league for a decade, you talking about instant credibility. That's instant credibility. And don't forget the tight ends. Zach Atkins is stepping up. Savell Small is back in the mix. And they under the same tutelage and the same system, Sherman system. They're going to be more than just blockers. They're safety valves in that passing attack. And that passing attack is deep. But hold on. We not done. We talk about the running backs. We got to talk about this backfield because they ain't been able to run the ball in a couple of years. But this year gonna be a little different. And in that backfield, we got something deep. The Kalen Taylor, we talking about the track hawk. And the transfer Simeon Price holding it down while Dallin Hayden is out. But y'all know what? Guess who their coach is? Marshall Faulk. Yeah, that Marshall Faulk. Hall of Famer, one of the greatest to ever carry a football. Imagine walking into practice and your running back coach casually has an MVP trophy at home. A Super Bowl trophy at home. If these backs don't learn vision and patience from this dude, from him, that's on them. That ain't on Marshall Faulk. But that D-line. Oh, that D-line. That D-line ain't going to be nothing to play with. But this defense, up front, you got a star. Junior transfer from Alabama. Jakeem Otis. And Quinn Barnes. Plus, just people returning like Amari McNeil, Tafik Thomas, Tarion Carter. Suddenly the D-line got teeth now, don't it, right? And they being coached by Demonomar Pecco. 16 years of NFL ballot and a Hall of Famer in Warren Sapp, the pass rush coordinator. When Sapp tell you to share the block, you better doggone listen. And I promise you this, when Warren Sapp started yelling at practice, somebody running fast, and they getting up out of there fast as freaking possible. But that's just the front of the defense. We talking about linebackers and safeties. Them people behind them, them linebackers like Montavious French, Reginald Hodges, Jeremiah Brown, guys who can fly sideline to sideline. And they're going to love playing under Robert Livingston, the new defensive coordinator with over 10 years with the Bengals. He know how to build a smart, disciplined defense. I think that AFC toughened him up a little bit. He ain't going to blink at the Pac-12, the Big 12, the Big 10, the SEC, whatever conference y'all want to come from, we bring it. And the secondary, Tafik Bears, Torrance Love, Carter Stoudemire, plus John Sauter transferred from, and a freshman in Noah King. That's length, speed, and talent. Livingston got all the pieces to actually lock these boys down this year. But let's talk about the man. You know, the man. Of course, the man in the center of all of this is still Coach Prime. After a cancer scare this offseason, the man is back, stronger, smiling, and motivated. Prime ain't just building a team. He building a culture. Resilience, belief, swagger. Prime is imprinting it in every single player and coach in this program. Y'all don't know what the hype is. Well, let's wrap this thing up. So here's what we got. A quarterback room that's stacked. Receivers coached by Jason Phillip, ready to shine. And O-line built by Gunnar White and Andre Garrard. Running backs molded by Hall of Famer Marshall freaking Faulk. A defensive line taught by D'Amato Paco and the QB killer, the pass rush coordinator, Warren Sapp. Linebackers and DBs under Coach Hart and Robert Livingston's NFL brain. With Pat Shermer calling the plays with over 2 decades of experience, this is just not a college team anymore. This is an NFL staff shaping a roster full of young talent. Colorado is no longer just Shedeur and Travis. It's a program from the top to the bottom. And look, man, we know Coach Prime didn't come to Boulder just to win 9 games. He came here chasing championships. Will they get that this year? And we'll see. But one thing guaranteed, Colorado football is must-watch TV. Because at the end of the day, Prime always says it best. If you look good, you feel good. And if you feel good, you play good. If you play good, you know they pay doggone well if you play good. And these Buffaloes right here, they looking real good, people. So buckle up. Because this season, it's prime time, baby. All season long. You know what I'm talking about? It's prime time. So y'all better hit that like button. Better hit that subscribe button. Because we gonna holler at y'all. And we out of here. Peace.
Thank you. God bless you all, man. Be safe.